There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So Nebraska's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they...
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming. Still were able...
Turning it on! And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach,
gonna take a shot? It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes ahead. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Bell. Nice move. Creates some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He'll start this drive going to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Punch it out of the air. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
working on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Overton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McFadden. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us 1st down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Spears. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking to throw, it's Overton. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Overton. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught over the middle, it's Diggs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving him, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Plows through the defense. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, it's Jackson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Finding an escape route. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Bell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Handoff to the lone back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got a man. It's Cano. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline.